Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about Nicki Minaj and her Pink Friday 2 album. I've been wanting to have this conversation in a formal video for a bit. So if you're interested in her, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, so before we fully get into this video, I'm going to preface it right here and right now. I'm not necessarily talking about sales. So for anyone who's going to come onto this video blasting me with stats about how much it sold and filtered sales here and this and that, this is not the conversation. Leave all that for Twitter because in this particular conversation, I'm not speaking about how much it sold. If we are fans of female rap here, then we know exactly how much Nicki Minaj sold, how her tour is doing, everything that has to do with statistics. Not speaking about statistics here. I'm talking about the music itself, how it stands up against her other albums musically, not how it stands up against her other albums sales wise or anything else. So, if anyone who is just gonna stand out can refrain from doing that and have a conversation about the music itself, that would be goddamn lovely. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about Pink Friday 2 and the timelessness of the music. Do we really feel at this point that Pink Friday 2 is a timeless album when we're comparing it to, majority of her discography? That is really what I want to speak about because I feel like enough time has passed at this point. The era is wrapping up. We do know that she just wrapped up the tour. She's already like announcing deluxes or new albums now, as it were. So that's going to be, I guess, coming out in 2025. So we could say right now that the Pink Friday 2 era is pretty much wrapped. You know what I'm saying? So I think it would be a good time to discuss like how we feel about the music, how we've digested it so far, and what you're still coming back to. That's what I want to know from you guys too. What songs off of Pink Friday 2 are songs that you're still coming back to, or that you still feel a connection to, or feel like you can play it outside of just the album cycle? And what I mean by the album cycle is like when the album is popular at XYZ. For me, I said it in another video, I don't remember which one it was, a couple weeks ago, where I was saying Barbie Dangerous was a song that I didn't really care for when it first came out, but it started to grow on me, and that one is really good. The Last Time I Saw You also is one of those songs where it's like, okay, it depends on the mood or the type of vibe that I'm feeling, but I can definitely see The Last Time I Saw You, Barbie Dangerous being like two super strong tracks for me. Also, I'd be forgetting about Red Ruby the Sleeves because it came out way before the album itself was actually out, but that is another really, really strong one for me. The beat, the flow, the delivery, I've always loved Red Ruby the Sleeves. I know another one that's really popular for a lot of people is Big Difference. I think the lyrics of the song Big Difference are impactful, but the flow of it and the vibe of it and the beat of it, I'm just not really feeling as much. But what she's saying in the song is impactful to me, but I just don't like the sound of the song itself. Um, and for me, there are some like great features on this album, like Drake and Lil Uzi Vert and J Cole, and but even with those features being larger features, and that you have certain expectations for the tracks that they're going to be on, they just, a lot of them fall flat for me. A lot of them aren't something that you would necessarily revisit. I mean, you would listen to them upon album cycle, album release, but then after that, it's like, there's not too many songs. There's only probably about 3 songs that really stick with me for this album. Now, my favorite album of Nicki Minaj, like a lot of people's favorite album, is Pink Friday, the original Pink Friday from 2009. And the longevity that that album has is crazy. That is the album. If you don't revisit any of Nicki Minaj's albums, if you don't listen to any of her music, that is the one album that you're gonna play from cover to cover, and you're gonna get your entire life. And it doesn't matter what year you're playing it in; it's always gonna sound fresh. It's always gonna sound new. It's always gonna give you that feeling that you had when you first listened to it. That is something that cannot be replaced, denied, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel that Pink Friday 2, especially with the name being, a continuation or something similar to that Pink Friday, I just don't feel as though Pink Friday 2 has the strength musically, sonically, beats wise, anything to hold up to such greatness, which was Pink Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's to even put the two albums side by side, it's like there is no comparison. They shouldn't even share a portion of the same name. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Pink Friday 2 should have been named something completely different, but that's just my personal opinion. But yes, Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday is the pinnacle. It is the album to compare all of her albums to. And in the lineup, honestly, Pink Friday 2 doesn't even compare to Queen, which was the album she dropped right before Pink Friday 2. So it's like, I don't know. For me, Pink Friday 2 isn't holding up in her discography as something that I'm going to revisit in like 5 years, something I'm going to revisit in 7 years. I'll revisit Queen, Roman Reloaded, like, you know, all of the Pink Print, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so actually I'm gonna try to put a little clip in here just to remind y'all. I just feel like Queen was just, I don't know, something, there was a different energy about it. Even though Queen wasn't heavily promoted, it didn't have as much buzz surrounding it at the time because of, I think, all the drama that was going on with, I think, was this around the time with the Cardi B stuff? I believe so. I believe so. I believe that was when the hate train was going on. So it wasn't like a super, super like massive buzz around this album. There should have been way more attention to it. It was great. Hold on, I'm gonna put the track list here for a sec. Okay, there are so many amazing songs on this album, and I think people forget. I think people really forget how impactful this album was, for real, for real. Let's get into Ganja, Ganja, Ganja Burn. Like, are you kidding me? Majesty. Okay, Barbie Dream. Do y'all remember Barbie Dreams? And then when the video came out for it, bitch, Barbie Dreams was everything. Rich Sex was really good, featuring Lil Wayne. Okay, Hard White. Bed featuring Ariana, guys. What the heck? Like, this album had straight bangers back to back to back to back, in my opinion. With Pink Friday 2, it was like, okay, there was a cute one. There's a couple songs that's like, girl, please. Then there's another cute one. Then some more songs go by. It's like, okay, passable. And then there's a cute one. But it's like with this album, it was like back to back. I Thought I Knew You featuring The Weeknd. I honestly forget how that goes. Somebody might drag me. Run and Hide, Chun Sway. Chun Sway, I really like that one featuring Sway Lee. Chun Sway, Sway Lee. Funny. Then we have Chun Li. Chun Li, huge song. Also, I'm pretty sure had a video. Yeah, pretty sure had a video. Amazing video. Very impactful. They need rappers like me. Like, what? Come on, like, guys. LLC, yes, LLC was good. LLC, good form. And then the Good Form featuring Lil Wayne, which that version is not even on here. Nip Tuck, I really don't remember that one as much. Too Late Interlude. Come See About Me, yes. Serve featuring Feature, yes. Miami, Coco Chanel. I think I remember some song of that, but I don't really barely remember that one. Inspirations outro. And Fifi, y'all don't remember Fifi? Oh my gosh. Featuring 6ix9ine's Crazy Self. So yes, this album has a lot of solid records on it, a lot of songs to go back to, a lot of songs I still listen to now. Okay, if I have like a certain particular playlist, like a Nicki Minaj playlist on Spotify or something like that, a lot of these songs come up. Excuse me. And some people resonate Pink Friday 2 with her, this being her mom album, this being her more chill down, relaxed album in comparison to some of her others, because it's like after she had the baby and it's talking about her, her motherhood, her family life, her father, just different things in her life and stuff like that. And it's more of a chill, which is totally fine. That's totally fine, and it's very obvious that this is a more chill, relaxed, subdued type of album, a more homely, type of album. But, that's cool and everything like that, but it still doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, stand up in the competition when it comes to ranking albums. It just don't, to me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like maybe y'all would rank her albums differently? Maybe you feel like Pink Friday 2 is above the original Pink Friday, above Queen, above all the Roman Reloadeds, above Pink Friday. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all really feel as though Pink Friday 2 is just it. But for me, no. If we really want to get down to cracking and comparing and stuff, it's like, nah. Nah, nah, nah. But I do think that this era was impactful. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the era. No, the era within itself was impactful. Hello, album sales wise, tour, merch, business stuff, everything that Nicki Minaj has done around this era has been a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's done a great job with that. But just speaking musically, I wish Queen would have had this, what Pink Friday 2 has received. I wish Queen would have had it. So like the tour and the merch and the this and the that. I wish Queen would have got the press that Pink Friday 2 is getting. You know how like she decided to tour from this album. She decided to tour and do everything that she's doing right now. I wish it would have been done with Queen. You know what I'm saying? That would have been so iconic. Like I would have been so invested in that era as a fan. But for this, I don't have the hypeness around it or anything. Like I just don't, because I don't like enough of the songs to feel that. You know what I mean? Compared to her last project. So that's why I'm hoping that this next album, after she, takes a break after tour, which I hope she does. I hope this lady goes on hiatus. She keeps saying she's not going. Okay. But no, for real. I hope she actually do, because she needs to do that in order to make sure that when she comes back, her next album is what it needs to be, right? And it's like amazing. Like, not to say this album was awful, but I mean like better than Pink Friday too, you know? So I hope she actually does take a break and that she just does it, maybe she's not gonna announce it, but whatever. So that when she comes back with her next project, that it eats and eats and eats more than, her last several albums. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all not gotta agree with me. Y'all don't got to agree with me. That's fine. But keep it cute or you will get blocked, because I'm not doing this weird shit on my channel, okay? Uh, so that's it for this one, guys. Love you down, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.